Subscribe for my channel Amol Ujagre and hit the bell icon for latest update.
Hey guys, today we are going to discuss about arrays in Java. So my name is Amol Zagre and you are watching me on my YouTube channel, and I am the author of the book Practical Approach of Software Testing, which is available on Amazon India, International and Kindle. So let's start with this. Earlier we have seen about the data types in Java. So wherein we have seen different data types. Actually what happens when I define a variable using a data type, compiler reserves some memory for it. So memory of 4 bytes, since integer has a 4 byte size in Java. We have seen that. So this is when if I want to use one variable to store one value. So if I want to store two values, I need to create another variable, let's say I1, right? So it will again reserve a memory of 4 bytes. So if I want to store three values and I2, again I will create another variable. And if I want to store n values, so again I will create n number of variables. So each time a new variable is created whose name is different, and all the variables will have different addresses in the memory. So actually we can do it in better way. So we have arrays for it. So we define array in this way: int a is equal to new int 8, right? So I'll show you. We define array in this way. Let's say int a is equal to new int 8. So what is this 8? 8 is actually continuous 8 memory locations reserved, right? So just observe this. So when I declare an integer array of size 8, so a continuous memory is allocated to this array. Now you'll see here there is int a, then square brackets, and I have written here int square bracket and then a, right? So which one is correct? Actually both are correct, but actually this is the preferred way. Fine. So you will not get any kind of error if you write like this, but this is the preferred way. Int a, int square bracket a is equal to new int 8. New operator allocates the memory, and how much the memory? 8 memory blocks of int type. Right. So this is how the array is defined. Instead of creating different variables, we can create one single variable with the required size. Okay. So how to store different values into it? Just understand, when I create this memory block using int a is equal to new int 8, now I have got 8 continuous memory locations, right? 0, 1, 2. So its indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The values to be stored at particular location will be like this: a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, and a of 4, a of 5, a of 6, and a of 7. So I'll show you like this. A of 0 is equal to, let's say, 12. I will store only the integer type of value. A of 1 is equal to, let's say, 34, and so on. Let's do it as a program. Okay, so a of 2 is equal to some another integer value, and so on. So better we will do this in IDE. So let's create a program, class array example. Public static void main string args. Okay, so then let's define an array. Okay, so I'll put all the values. So let's try to print the values. S out, let's say a of 0. I have got the value of a of 0, that is 12. let's say a of 1, a of 1 is 34. So I got this. So randomly I can select any other values, a of 6. So like this, a of 6 is this. So can I get all values? Yes, you can, but using for loop. So here you can observe, here the number is changing. If I put I over here, and if I put the different values of I, then I will get different values of a of I. So I'll put it into the for loop for, let's say, int I is equal to 0, I is less than 8, I plus plus. We have seen the for loop. Fine. So I will go from 0 to 7, right? Because here I am checking less than 8, not less than or equal to. We have seen it earlier in for loop as well as in operators. So if I use just a less than operator, then the right hand side is not inclusive, right? If I say less than or equal to, then this is inclusive, right? So I'll run this program. See, I have got all the values of this array. So this array can be of any type, not necessarily integer only. The array can be of type float, double, character, string, and all that. I'll show that example as well. So let's put a comment to it, and let's create an array of float. Float, let's say f is equal to new float. I'll create a small array because I need to put so many values. So f of 0 is equal to 2.3 f, and if I try to print this using for loop, let's see. Okay, I should not say it. Since the size of this array is 3. So actually it is giving me array index out of bound because the size of the array is 3 and I tried to access this array 8 times. Right. So after the third index, this program has thrown index out of bound exception. Okay, so I have made a change and I'm traversing this array 3 times only. So we'll run this program and let's see the output. See. So 1, 2, and 3 these are the decimal number stored in this array. So similarly, you can do it for float and character. I'll show for character and then we'll move further. So let's say char of array ch is equal to new char 3 and ch of 0 is equal to some character, ch of 1 equal to some other character, then ch of 2 is equal to some other character, right? And so I can print the array of a character ch. Okay, I'll put a comment over here and let's run this program. Okay, these are the characters, those were stored in this array of a character. Okay, so similarly you can do it for strings. Fine. Okay, so this was one method of declaring an array and storing the values into it. I'll show you there is one more method. Fine. So you can also create an array in this way. Let's say int a is equal to, put some value into the curly braces, comma separated, of integer type. Whatever number of values you want, you can put it, right? So int a, actually already I have defined it. I will say a1. Okay. So how to traverse it? Using for loop. So a1. So what should I put here? So how many number of elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we have a function dot length, that is a1 dot length, right? So this a1 dot length actually gives me the number of elements in the array, number of elements in the array. Okay, so I can directly put a1 dot length here, so that it will automatically give me the number of element and it will traverse through that number of times. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, so it has given me the output like this. So similarly, you can write this kind of array for any other data type as well. Let's say char ch1 is equal to into curly bracket like this, and you can print this using for loop. So ch1 ch1. Okay, I will show string as well. String str is equal to, I'm putting some strings, and then to print I'll write for loop for integer I is equal to 0, I is less than str dot length, then I plus plus system dot out dot println str of I. Okay, I'll comment here. See, so the array of a string is printed. Okay, so this was actually about a one-dimensional array, right? So in one row there were different values. So we have one more type in array, and it is two-dimensional array. So the best example would be the Excel sheet like this. See, so let me consider this block. Okay, so wherein we have three columns and I guess there are four rows. So if I index them here using 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this array has 4 rows and 3 columns. Fine. So this is what the two-dimensional array is. Fine. So what would be the indices of the individual blocks or individual elements? So in these blocks, actually the values will be stored. So here the index will be 0, 0. Here it will be 0, 1, 0, 2, and similarly 1, 0. So this would be the two-dimensional array. So let us see how to define it in our program. I'll put a comment over here. So two-dimensional array. Int, you have to give two dimension over here, that is two square blocks, and name of a variable, again a is already defined, let's say a2 is equal to new int, and here you have to define row and column. So let's say there are 4 rows and 3 columns in earlier our example. So 4 rows and 3 columns. You can take any number of rows and any number of columns as per your requirement. So like this. Fine. So how to store values into it? As per their indices. So a2 of 0, 0 is equal to some value. then add 2 of 0 1 is equal to some value, right? So 4 times I have written this. This is for first row, this is for second row, this is for third row, and this is for fourth row. Now how to get those records, right? So here we will need two for loops. First for loop to traverse a row, int I is equal to 0, I is less than, let's say, 4, then I plus plus, and inside this I will write again for loop, let's say j, for int j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, this is for column, and j plus plus, and here I will print a of ij, row by column, a2 of ij. Okay, so let's try to print this. So it has printed all the values, but this is not in a proper format. I'll help you to bring the output in this format. So what we will do, we will remove this ln. Ln is actually for printing a new line. So if you remove ln and just put some space after every number, then let's see what happens. Okay, so now these values are in one single line. So after every iteration of column, I'll put a line, single line. So it will come like this. Okay, so 23, 12, 34, 11, 12, 13, and so on. So we have got the array in this way. So you will say, earlier we have seen that there is a function a dot length for finding the length. So do we have any such a method to find the row number and column number? Yes, we do have. So I'll tell you, int, let's say row is a dot length, and int row is a dot length, and int column is actually a of 0 dot length. Actually we have a2, right? So a2 dot a2 of 0 dot length. Okay, so let's try to use these variables, row here and column here. So do we get the same output? Yes, right? You can put this directly here. Let's say a dot length, a2 dot length, and a2 dot length. Same output. Okay, fine. So can we do this in curly braces format? Just we have done like this. Yes, we can do it. So instead of defining a2 like this, into curly brackets, so 4 by 3. So inside it again I'll write some values. Let's say 1 comma 1 comma 1, then 2 comma 2 comma 2, then 3 comma 3 comma 3, then 4 comma 4 comma 4. So this is for first row, this is for second row, this is for third row, this is for the row, right? So I'll put a comment to the values that I have set already, and this is actually our code. So I have set the two-dimensional array in this way, and now I'm printing this, right? So it has printed this. You can create array of any type, any data type. So this was all about arrays in Java. I hope you have got this tutorial, and if you still have any queries, you can put it into the comments. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. And if you have still not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you want to buy my book, the links are given in the description. If you want to learn Selenium or automation testing with me, then you can call me on this number and you can come to my place and learn Selenium with me. Thank you very much.